They won't say it out loud, but it's true. They want you weak, not broken, just distracted, not dead, just docile. They want your fire dimmed, your will dulled, your strength buried under comfort and confusion. And they've made it easy. They feed you the lie that softness is freedom, that indulgence is peace, that obedience is love. But here's the truth. No one hands you strength. You fight for it. You train for it. You bleed for it. And if you've forgotten how to fight, then let this message be the reminder. You are not helpless. You were built for war, just not the kind you've been trained to see. There's a war going on, not with bombs, not with bullets, but with distraction, with fear, with comfort. They've weaponized convenience. Everything you need is just one click away. Everything you feel is valid. Everything hard is toxic. Everything disciplined is oppressive. But you weren't made for ease. You were made for meaning. And meaning never comes without struggle. The Stoics saw it clearly. Marcus Aurelius, emperor and warrior, said, "You must build your life action by action and be satisfied if each one achieves its goal as far as possible." But what do they tell you now? That if it's not easy, it's not for you. That if it's painful, it must be avoided. That if it takes time, it's not worth it. We believed it. We bought in, and slowly our strength was traded for comfort, our fire for likes, our minds for algorithms. Weak men are easy to control. They obey without question. They seek comfort over courage. They stay silent when it matters most. They fear standing out more than wasting away. Strong men, they're dangerous, not to society, but to systems, to manipulation, to conformity. A strong man doesn't just lift weight, he lifts truth, responsibility, honor, and the world doesn't know what to do with that kind of man anymore. So instead of building you, it tries to distract you with endless entertainment, with shame wrapped in slogans, with pleasures that steal more than they give. Because if you're always chasing comfort, you'll never question who benefits from your weakness. Thousands of years ago, men faced the same trap. Not TikTok, not marketing, but temptation, ease, the seduction of a painless life. The Stoics knew it, so did the Spartans, so did the monks in the mountains. They built a code, not to oppress themselves, but to protect themselves. They practiced voluntary discomfort. They fasted. They walked barefoot. They woke up before the sun. They trained when no one watched. Why? Because they understood. He who sweats more in training bleeds less in battle. They didn't wait for the world to hearten them. They hardened themselves so that when the world turned, they were ready. You used to feel it, the urge to run wild, to build, to sweat, to rise, to conquer something real. But they tamed you. Slowly, they said, be nice, be safe, be realistic. And over time, you stopped raising your voice. You stopped trusting your gut. You stopped dreaming with fire. You became civilized, but not free. Because taming a man doesn't make him whole. It makes him hollow. So how do you fight back? Not with rage, not with rebellion, with discipline, with cold showers, with early mornings, with long walks and deep breaths, with journaling the ugly truth, with saying no to what numbs you, with lifting heavy things, physically and mentally. The fight isn't about violence, it's about vigilance. A man is not finished when he's defeated. He's finished when he surrenders to comfort. And that surrender is the slowest form of suicide. You fight back every time you say, I will not settle. I will not drift. I will not die with my sword still sheathed. You don't need to wear armor. but you need to live like you do. So here's the code. Do the hard things first. Delay pleasure until it's earned. Say less and mean more. Move your body with intensity. Starve the distractions that starve your soul. Know what you stand for and never trade it for applause. Speak truth even when your voice shakes. That's how you fight back. Not in a scream, but in a quiet, daily rebellion. That makes you unshakable. They'll call you extreme, Lekin. They only say that because mediocrity is their religion. The world is not afraid of weak men. It's built to create them. But it is afraid of you, the real you, the one who remembers, the one who doesn't need validation, who walks alone, who trains when no one is watching, who builds while others scroll, who stands when it's easier to kneel, because that man is unstoppable. And somewhere inside of you, that man is still there, not dead, just sleepy. And no, it's time to wake him up. So yes, they want you weak, but now you know, and knowing is the first act of war. You don't have to shout. You don't have to prove anything. Just rise, quietly, consistently, relentlessly, because once you remember who you are, once you reclaim your fire, no one can ever put it out again. And if this message reached you, don't stop here. There's another message waiting, the next flame, the next truth, the next strike in your return to power. Click it, light it, live it.